What is up? What is happening is me, Minnesota Vikings man 28. And the Minnesota Vikings lose another preseason game, well, the final preseason game, to the Kansas City Chiefs 28-25, going 0-3 in the preseason. So, of course, it's preseason. Wins and losses do not matter. But yeah, sort of hurts not winning one preseason game. But hey, what I can say about this game, offense actually showed up and we actually scored offensive touchdowns. Not one, but two offensive touchdowns. No passing touchdowns, but we did score offensive touchdowns via the run game. But let's get right into that. So, in the first half, I should say the first drive. Well, the first drive was looking like going to be our first offensive touchdown. Going down the field, Kirk and some of the first team offense going down the field. And when it got to the red zone, nothing. And that was sort of disappointing. We only got a field goal out of it. And then the other two drives by Kirk Cousins did not lead to any points. And then the rest of that half was just not good. Jake Browning did not do good. Jake Browning went 2 of 8 for 41 yards. Kirk Cousins beforehand went 5 of 7 for 57, so looked pretty decent. For Kirk, but of course we won't know how Kirk's actually going to do in full season form until week 1 against the Bengals. So, rushing, I should say, second half, Kellerman then went in. And he went 16 of 23, 196 yards, 0 touchdowns, and 1 interception. I loved his performance, minus the interception was bad. Everything else was great by him. He also ran the ball. He had 5 carries for 40 yards, which is only 1 yard less than our leading rusher, AJ Rose, who has had 2 good games, one against the Colts and this one against, not the Colts. It was week 1 against the Broncos, I should say, and then against the Chiefs. So good against AFC West opponents. AJ Rose, 6 carries, 41 yards, 2 touchdowns, or only 2 touchdowns of this game, and of the preseason offense touchdowns I meant. One of them was a pretty long touchdown. So very good by AJ Rose there. And then receiving wise, KJ Osborne loved that sideline catch and looking for that spot. 3 catches, 68 yards. Amir Smith-Marset, 3 catches, 43 yards. Looking good as well. Like that connection between him and Mond. Hopefully get more. We'll see maybe more of that in the future. And then Irv Smith on the first team offense was a star of the first team offense. 2 catches, 39 yards. So loved performance by the first. That in terms of first team, but second, third team, especially in the second half, played great. Interceptions, we got a pick 6 again, just like we did against the Colts. We got one against the Chiefs. So that's 2 defense touchdowns, 2 offensive touchdowns. This one was by Perry Nicholson. This was when the Chiefs were backed up, and we got the pick 6. After a failed red zone attempt for a touchdown, we got a pick 6. So that was great. Sacks. So we got 2 sacks. One by DJ Wonnum, and the other one by Sack Daddy Everson Griffen. Love to see it. Everson Griffen doing great things already, and you never know. I think maybe he could be the starter week 1 against the Bengals. Who knows? But definitely be a lot of rotational for Everson Griffen. And then kicking wise, Greg Joseph went 1 of 2. He missed a 52-yard field goal, if I'm not mistaken. And it was going straight, and then it curved right. So no bueno there. But did make both of his extra points. Colquitt did pretty fair. And yeah, that's it by the Vikings. Vikings side of the ball. Chiefs side of the ball. Oh my God, Patrick freaking Mahomes. I know we didn't play our full first team defense, but damn. The 2 drives he played, both touchdowns. 8 of 9, 117 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Perfection by Patrick Mahomes. And then after that, by the Chiefs, didn't really do too much. Yes, Sane Bouchelle went 20 of 30, 231, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. But I mean, even with all that playing time, Patrick Mahomes, of course, was better because he's Patrick Mahomes. Rushing game, none to really speak of for the Chiefs. In terms of reception-wise, Derek Gore, 5 catches, 80 yards and a touchdown. Kemp, 3 catches, 41 yards and a touchdown. Tyreek Hill had the 1 catch for a touchdown, 35 yards, because he's so fast. Because that's his thing. Kelsey had 2 catches, 35 yards. So first team offense for the Chiefs. It can't really stop them. If we had our first team defense, maybe instead of touchdowns, it would be field goals. But that's beyond the point, because this is preseason. No one cares about preseason. Also, let's see. Shane Bouchelle also lost a fumble. See, and the interception on Kellerman was Armani Watts. Defense, the Chiefs got 2 sacks as well. And Bucker did not have to kick a field goal because we could not stop the Chiefs for field goals. We only stopped them for touchdowns. It was only touchdowns for the Chiefs, so Bucker didn't have to do much. But overall, I would say first half terrible by both the offense and defense. Second half much better by the defense. So I feel much better about the depth in this game. But I'm still very worried about the starters. I know it's preseason, but like week 1 against the Bengals, I like that at least we're playing the Bengals week 1, because at least I know. I mean, there's some wiggle room in that game. We don't have to be on top of our game right away. We can get that. We can definitely. It's a winnable game. That's all I'm really trying to say against the Bengals week 1. So learning curves week 1 against the Bengals, and we can still get the win. Would be great. So yeah. So no preseason wins. Who cares? Regular season against the Bengals. That's when it matters most. That's when it starts, and hopefully we make the playoffs. That's all I really care about. Because once you're in the dance, it doesn't matter if you won a division or not. I would like to win a division, of course, but making the playoffs is most important. So, scoring summary. Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, Tyreek Hill, 35-yard touchdown, 7-0. Then we go down the field. Greg Joseph field goal from 26 yards, 7-3 Chiefs. Mahomes pass short to Bell, 14-3 Chiefs. 1 minute. In the second quarter, Bouchelle to Kemp for a 23-yard touchdown, 21-3, looking so bad at that time. Third quarter, AJ Rose, a 32-yard touchdown run, being our first offensive touchdown. Bouchelle to short left to Gore, 56 yards. Man, that screen pass. Yeah, that was probably the worst defense for that second team 28-10 Chiefs. Then we get the pick six in the fourth quarter and the 2-point conversion. Great job, Mon. For that fourth quarter, toward the end of the game, we score a touchdown. Rose scores a 1-yard touchdown to make it 28-25. Do not get the onside kick. But yeah, at least our offense is doing something now. So that I can feel grateful for. And we'll see what happens week 1 against the Bengals. So, yeah, this has been Minnesota Vikings Man 28, and as always, Skull.